Hi guys, and welcome back to Kiss and Tell. So this week I am so excited because I have got the gorgeous Leisha on from MAFS, and I feel like we've got loads to talk about.
So much.
Loads that's like happened then as an aids and things like that I want to really get into. So I'm not a big telly person, this is terrible, but I've never seen MAFS. I get the gist of it, but talk me through it, like what happens?
So I think everybody thinks that like we actually do generally get married.
Like maybe.
Yeah, like we don't get married, okay? Like
Yeah.
there's no like official kind of ceremony. Obviously, we do have like the wedding day,
Yeah.
but it's not legally binding.
Okay.
So when they say like marry a stranger, we do marry a stranger. Like
Yeah.
I started filming from 6 a.m. back in March, and I didn't meet my husband until 5 p.m. that day.
Because you getting all your glam and everything's on.
Yes.
It's horrible, isn't it?
Horrible.
And you're rattling and you're
Yeah.
like, oh my God, and you've got everyone. Oh, it is the worst. But how did you get on the show? Did you apply?
Yeah, so I applied.
Yeah.
So basically, I was with somebody for like 6 years. We broke up, and then I went back into the dating scene. And obviously, if you're single, you know it's
the trenches.
mad.
Yeah.
And like it was so different from like when I was like single before
Yeah.
meeting my ex.
Yeah.
It was actually all right. And
Yeah.
then as soon as I got out, went back on like Tinder, like the rest of it. Honestly, it was so bad. Like
Yeah.
I was just like, I'm not doing this. I am doing this. I think guys nowadays, or just people in general, like as soon as they get what they want from you,
Oh, yeah.
it's like honestly, and I
Yeah.
was like, I couldn't believe it. Like literally, I'd be speaking to somebody for weeks. I'd be going on dates. I'd be like, he really likes
Yeah,
me,
yeah.
and then as soon as I had like one night over at his,
Yeah. It's
ghosted.
the chase. It's the chase, I think.
Well, yeah, well that was the thing. Like I wasn't like I didn't really know what to expect, so I was just like, you know, like going on dates and
Yeah.
chatting, and then honestly, I was like, this is just not for me.
Yeah.
So I was like sat at work, and I was like scrolling through my phone like on my break, and like the ad came up, and I thought,
Fuck it.
do you know what? Fuck it, yeah. So I
Yeah.
literally tapped on it, sent the most shittiest 2-minute clip of me basically nearly crying, said, I just can't deal with this anymore. Like
Yeah.
I just want to find someone, and then literally sent it the next day. Phone call.
How exciting is
Yeah,
that?
so
Oh,
exciting.
what was the process like?
Oh, it was long.
Was it?
It was so long.
Yeah, Love Island was, to be fair.
Yeah. Like you went through honestly about 60 million stages. Like you had to get like hair samples. I was backing down to London quite a few times.
Hair samples?
Yeah, well, drug tests.
Oh, yeah, you do all that.
Yeah.
See, with Love Island, it was like, for me, it was a phone call. One phone call, one Zoom, another phone call to say, yeah, you're meeting the producers, and then I had it.
Really?
Yeah, but I feel like I knew I had it from the
Zoom?
from the Zoom. Like,
Right.
as soon as I had the Zoom, like, I had the producer crying little after, and I just thought, I've got that.
Well, do you know what's actually really funny is that when I first got that phone call, I remember phoning my mum.
Yeah.
As soon as I went off it, I went, Mum, I'm going on Married at First Sight. And she went,
Yeah.
oh, no, you're not. I went, Mum, I'm going on it.
Yeah.
And I never had a doubt in my mind.
Yeah, same. I never. I was like, nah, I've got that.
Yeah.
And I think it's because you're speaking to existence then, don't you? Like, they do
Yeah.
say manifestation. I'm sorry, I manifest like a motherfucker. Like, I genuinely believe if I'm going to do something, I'm going to do. I was telling you shouldn't, you're not meant to, are you?
I was the same.
Everything's like NDA. And I get clients sitting in my chair because I was a makeup artist, and they'd be like, what are you up to now? But I don't tell anyone. We're going on Love Island. The whole of Liverpool knew.
I was like, yeah, I'm going to Married at First Sight.
Yeah.
There was nothing confirmed,
Yeah, no.
but I told everyone I was
did.
going on this.
Told everyone, and like Alex, my best mate, who used to work next to me doing clients, she'd look at me and go, "Shut up! Stop telling people." And I'd be like, "Oh, I'm not asked. I'm going on it." Fucking went on it, didn't I?
I know, exactly. That's what I said.
Yeah.
Literally, everyone was like, you need to shut up. I went,
Yeah.
no, because I'm on it. Like,
Yeah.
I'm telling you now.
I've got it.
I
Yeah.
told my work and everything. I was
Yeah.
like, I need like 2 months off work. They were like, really? I was like, not being confirmed at this point. But I said, yeah, I need 2 months off work.
Yeah.
And then eventually I got confirmed, and I was like, well, I've already done it now, so it's all good.
Yeah. So,
But
when you started, was you, well, you know, when you walked down the aisle, was you happy with what you saw?
do you know what's actually really funny? They made out that I was like buzzing. I actually wasn't.
Was you not?
No, so it was really, really weird. So when we were going down, now bear in mind, I actually think that was like the worst Reiss looked was on his wedding day, bless him. But I think it's because it was such a long day, and I think they
Yeah.
were like topping him up with like powder. So he was like white as a ghost. He
Yeah.
wasn't normally that white. And he was just a very different looking man to what I was used to. So he had like the slick back hair and stuff. So when I first locked eyes on him, I obviously didn't go he was ugly because he's not an ugly man. But I was just a wee bit like, oh God, this isn't my usual type. Like, not at all. But then he started speaking and then he said about his vows. And I was like, oh yeah, like, I like him.
I can see it, yeah.
Yeah, I can see it. And then the more I started chatting to him, the more I was like, oh yeah, he's sexy, like he's handsome. But like when I first...
The accents, isn't it?
Exactly. It is. It's the Essex
right.
accent. We love it. And then obviously he was just quite charming and just like very like calm. And I was like, there was just something about him. I was like, yeah, you're gorgeous. But like he obviously was a beautiful man. But when I first locked eyes on him, just because that was like the very first time looking eyes on someone, like he wasn't my usual.
Yeah.
So it was just like an instinct going, oh no.
Yeah.
I'm not used to this because in Scotland, guys aren't going around with sleek back hair.
No.
It's just not
like
a thing.
Scousers a bit rough and messy, aren't they?
Yeah. They're just like...
They don't know what a passagel is.
No, bless them.
When it's down top, like down in London, they're all like fucking gel-heads, aren't
like
they?
that, like proper sleek back. Which like I like that look now because of like Reiss, but like I would never have like that's not really a lot of guys in Scotland. So
no. And then just spend the night with them that night.
Yeah.
Shut up. And then is that it then? Gives a locked in.
Locked in.
For how long?
We were together for 8 weeks. Every day for 8 weeks.
Every day for 8 weeks.
Every day.
Where'd you just live?
So that first night we were in Camberley. So we had a wedding in Camberley. And then legit the next morning, now bear in mind we had no sleep. Like not even just the fact of we were cuddling. But the fact it was like the adrenaline.
Yeah.
Like it was a full day filming. We were both just a little bit like overwhelmed. Didn't get any sleep. The next day we got told we were going on a 12-hour flight to Bangkok.
To Bangkok?
So I went to Thailand for our honeymoon, yeah.
Oh, what was that like? Was it fab?
Amazing.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'd just do it for the holiday, mate.
Yeah, I did. I was loving it. Like, I treat it like it was like a total holiday. Do you know what I mean? Like, and that's the reason why, guys, I did get on the way home.
Yeah.
So the iconic plane.
Oh, yeah? I see clips of it. What was all that about?
Right, I'll tell you the inside scoop, right? I'll tell you the inside scoop, right? So basically, on the way there, we were sat together.
Yeah.
It was a nighttime flight, so it was fine. But I'm a little bit nervous. I don't like turbulence.
Yeah.
Now, bear in mind, that was the longest flight I've ever been on in my life.
Yeah.
Right, 12 hours. But it was fine because it was during the night. Reiss was next to me, so he was comforting me, and there was a woman next to me, and she was comforting me, right? So it was so turbulent on the way there, right? But anyways, it was fine. It was nighttime. I managed to get some sleep. Now, on the way home, it was a daytime flight. So we'd slept all night. It was a morning flight, like a 10 a.m. flight.
Yeah.
Anyways, they did this on purpose, and I didn't know they did this at the time, but they actually split you apart on the way home.
Why?
So then you've got time to reflect.
Oh, yeah.
There was no reflecting on my behalf.
Reflect.
There was pure boozing. So literally we sat there. He wasn't next to me. So I kind of like had that little bit of panic going, it's during the day flight, like I'm not tired, so I'm not going to get any sleep.
Yeah.
What if it's turbulent all the way home? Reiss isn't next to me. He's at the back of the flight with this like big geezer.
Yeah.
What am I going to do? So I thought, you know what? I'm just going to have a drink. Just one to like take the edge off. But it never is just one though.
No, never.
It was like 3 bottles later. No, I'm joking. Honestly, they were like, I can't serve you anymore. I'm like, yes, you fucking are.
Oh my God, really?
Nah, they didn't. They always served me, to be fair. I was good, but I was fleeing.
Yeah.
Fleeing.
Yeah.
So I was basically just steaming, chatting to everyone. Like these 60-odd-year-old guys were next to me. I'm like having like a private rave with them, like chatting to this family at the back of the flight, flinging their kids around. And then there just so happens to be this like guy at the back of the flight. So I'm waiting outside the toilet. Now I feel really bad for everyone because I'm just literally chatting to everyone that goes to the toilet. Like I'm just trying to chew folks' ear off because obviously my husband didn't want to speak to me. I mean, I don't blame him. I was pretty chaotic at that point. Yeah. So the guy was just there and I was just chatting away. And obviously once you've had a few drinks, you do kind of like, I didn't know what time it was. Like I was just chatting. Yeah. And he was wanting to chat to me. But obviously he was a good looking guy. He was quite young. Yeah. So I get where Reiss was coming from, but like there was no
like, do you know what
malice.
though? Like I've had it before where when I get like, I am one of them people that if I've had a drink, I am talking to anyone. Yeah. And I think it can come across as like, you're flirting with them. No, I'm just chewing their ear off, chatting shit. And I hate it when people say it. And I think, first of all, wouldn't flirt with you anyway. And second of all, like, calm down and being polite. But I feel like some people think, oh yeah, she's flirting with me. Nah, mate, I'm really not. I'm just chewing your ear off because I've had a bevy.
Yeah.
And I think it just comes across. But I can see, like, my ex used to say to me all the time, like, why are you still doing them? Like, and I'd be like, oh, we're talking, like, we'd be talking about the roguest things ever, like me fucking dog and all that. Like, I'd be like, oh yeah, I've got fucking this, I've got Frenchies, and I'm just genuinely talking about shite. But I think I think it's, I just personally think it's an insecure man.
Yeah.
You've got to be, like...
Yeah, like, I think it was, do you know what it is? It's because, like, me and my exes, like, or people in Scotland, or Northerners, I don't want to label everybody as, like, certain things, because I think it's just different people, different types. But, like, me and my ex, honestly, I would be chatting to everyone, he would be chatting to everybody.
Yeah.
We're just very much like that, and it was just, like, chatting away, and he was obviously, like, talking about, like, his travels, and then I was like, oh, I was intrigued, and I just wanted to find out more, but it was only because, literally, Reiss did not want to chat to me, but I get why he didn't. Like, he was calm, he was chilled, he was watching his film, and I was just chaotic.
Yeah, but he should be, if he knows that you're scared of flying and stuff like that, he should have been supporting you, realistically.
Yeah.
I think,
yeah, I think, like, there was a lot of things that I've kind of, like, now that I'm out of the experiment, now that I'm, like, watched it back, I have realised that, like, I just think he just didn't like me that much.
Oh, no, don't say that.
Well, it's true, because I think, like... Or maybe he's just not that way inclined.
What's his loss, anyway?
Yeah, exactly. It really totally is. And I think, like, I would want somebody that would look at me like that, or be like, oh, do you know what? For instance, like, on the plane, so the guy... Now, this is... Nobody actually knows about this, so this is the first time I'm going to tell somebody about
Exclusive.
it. So, the guy, obviously, that I was chatting to at the back of the flight, so I went and sat down. I must have fell asleep. Now, this was, like, before or after I'd spewed on myself. Right, anyways, I must have been telling him how hungry I was because I'd missed breakfast, right, because I was too busy boozing. So, anyways, I sat down, I must have fell asleep, and then he, like, looked at the camera folk, because he knew that I was with them, didn't obviously realise that they were, like, camera crew, and was just like, oh, are you with Leisha? And they were like, yeah, and he was like, oh, I'm, like, should we wake her up, because I know how hungry she is, I was going to, like, save her some food.
Oh.
And they were like, oh, it's okay, like, don't worry about her, like, we'll look after her. And then obviously when I woke up, they told me that he did that, and I thought... Yeah.
She's got his fucking number.
I know!
Where was he from? Was he from London?
I think so. I honestly don't even know I do not know the guy's name. I don't even
Be watching this, Reach Out.
Yeah. I think he was quite young, to be fair. Like, I think I'd eat him alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I was at least 10 years older than him, so... cougar vibes, you know.
Don't talk to me about cougar.
I know. But that's what I wanted. I wanted, like, do you know what I mean? For Reiss to be like, oh, do you know what? Like, she is drunk. Like, she is annoying. I'll maybe kind of leave her alone, but I still care about her.
Yeah, you'd still want them to be like, oh, she's like, I love that though. Like, when you know you're pissing your fella off, but then he's also still like, she's still my bed though. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's what you'd want at the end of the day. But like, I think to leave you on a plane though and just be like, it speaks volumes, really, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So then when you got home, what happened from Bangkok?
So that night, obviously, we left the plane and we had to go like straight into the dinner party the next morning. So we stayed at this travel lodge, and he was just so cold. Like, he just was like ignoring me, like, and I was at
the
that
anxiety.
Point, it was
the anxiety that would give me. Oh, I would be like,
and I was so rough.
Yeah, exactly.
I was so rough, and I was tired, and I was anxious. And bear in mind, we didn't have a phone. We didn't have contact with family, so like Reiss was my only kind of comfort in that moment, and he wasn't giving me anything. So I was really, really stressed. Didn't get any sleep that night. Just felt really horrible. Yeah. But managed to get some sleep, and then woke up the next day, and he was just so frosty. He was so frosty with me.
Why not just air it out and communicate then? Do you know what I mean? That's have you got to wait for the dinner party? Do you think he was thinking, I'm going to air this out on the dinner party?
Well, he did, didn't he?
That's what I mean. He's probably thought, nah, I'm going to make a show of you and I'm going to say it all at the dinner party.
I
I'd be sat there like, heads in my hands, like thinking, oh.
I did. And I literally took it as well, because you know when you feel so guilty over something
you're
that
all
you've
like,
done?
oh, maybe I have done. Yeah. But you know what though? Like, when you look back in hindsight, like, you hadn't done nothing wrong.
Yeah.
But I think they just make you feel like you have, and then you start second guessing yourself.
Yeah.
And like, in reality, like, you shouldn't. You've done nothing wrong. You were piss chatting shit.
Yeah.
That's what I always say. I was just piss chatting shit. Like, leave me alone.
Well, do you know what I think with like obviously mine and Reese's situation, I feel like I had a lot of empathy towards him. So like anytime he did anything or said something that I didn't really agree with or whatever, like I always seem like, but I really like him. Like nobody is perfect in
Yeah.
this world.
Yeah.
Nobody. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think the difference is I think Reese kind of had this like really high expectation of me, and like I couldn't do anything wrong. Do you know what I mean? Or I did do anything wrong. It was almost like that was a strike.
Yeah.
One strike, you're out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And I was like, mate, like, no, like, you've got to take the good with the bad.
No
do you know
one's
what I mean?
Yeah, as you said, no one's perfect in every
No.
relationship. Everyone's gonna fuck up, especially in the first couple of months. Like, it's and how old are we? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think it's so important to communicate. But as you said, he's waited for the dinner party, hasn't he? Just
Yeah.
is what are them dinner parties like? I'd go to bits, maybe someone was having a go at me, I'd be like,
But that's the thing, it made it look like folk were. They actually weren't.
yeah.
So, like, we were sat there, and I very much, like, put my hands up. Like, I took the box out, and obviously Reese did, like, obviously read it out saying, what team are you on? So that wasn't actually on Reese.
Yeah.
That was, like, what was in the box. So he was just reading out what the box had said.
Yeah.
But I was like, I put my hands up because I was so guilty. I was like, yes, I've done wrong. Reese,
Yeah.
I'm team Reese as well.
Yeah.
But I did feel the heat, like a little bit, because I could feel that everybody was like on Reese's side. But in that moment, so was I.
Yeah.
So I was kind of like sat there and I was like, oh, just can we get this dinner party over and done with? I was
How-
so hungover.
How long do they go on for them dinner parties?
Oh,
And is
so
everyone just
long.
arguing?
Yeah.
Everyone's literally just arguing, aren't they?
Yeah.
And it's all in front of each other as well, isn't it?
Well, sometimes there's arguments at the top of the table that I can't even hear.
Yeah.
So like that whole retreat thing with like Julia Roof and Maeve and Nelly and Stephen, we were at the back of, like, I was at the bottom of the table. So actually, I never heard anything.
Has anyone lasted from it? Is anyone still together from the show?
John and Abby, yeah.
Aww. So it does work for some people.
I know.
It's like Love Island, isn't it? Like, it works for some, doesn't work for others.
I think it'll only work if you really want it to work.
Yeah.
It's one of these things that, like, I don't know if it's the same with Love Island, but
Yeah.
I think it's easy to make it work inside the experiment.
And then when you're out of it, like when I've spoke
Yeah.
to like the couples that like were together on our season and then they've split up, I'm like, why? And they're like, when you come out, it's completely different.
Yeah.
And do you know what I've always noticed though about Love Island is it's always when they're in the villa, the girls always like the boys more, and then when they come out, it switches. And
Really?
yeah, with Love Island, I think it does, yeah, because it's always the girls that split up with the boys, and I'm like,
wow.
you were made up with them in the villa, and then I think you come out and you realise like, oh my god, my head's been gone for 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Because as you said, they're like your comfort in there, aren't they? Not that I hurt
Yeah.
anyone, but it's like, and then you come out and you're in reality. That's what, with Love Island, it's all in one go. But with MAFS, it doesn't air, does it, for months?
No. Literally. So we were together every day. Now, bear in mind, it's 2 months worth of filming. Like, that is so long.
Yeah.
And we were together all the time,
Yeah.
sleeping in the same bed together, cooking meals together. Like, it was literally like
A relationship.
our
yeah.
relationship. Do you know
Yeah.
what I mean? So it was like being on the outside. So, like, say, for instance, you're first meeting somebody. You see them, once a week?
Yeah.
For 2-3 hours?
Yeah.
Like, I was with Reese chronically.
Yeah.
So I think everybody kind of goes
So you fall in. That's what I mean. That's what you would fall in love.
Yeah.
I was. My head would be gone. Yeah.
My head was gone. And
Yeah.
I think everybody's like, oh, you know, you were asking about this. And I went, yeah, but you got to bear in mind, like, he was telling me about that he wanted kids at the
Yeah. I seen that
At
with
the
with his
wedding.
mum. Yeah.
yeah.
That was a bit intense, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I thought, fucking get off your back there. I was a bit like, can't like.
I was also having a joke. When I said to her, I was
Yeah.
like, oh, should I tell her I'm pregnant?
Yeah.
That is my sense of humour, by the way.
This is what I mean. Like, but I think sometimes with not labeling people, but with the North and the South, and I always say Scousers are like Scots and Irish.
Yeah.
Scouse, Irish, and Scots are very similar, especially like our sense of humour and stuff. So like even with me when I was on Love Island, we were talking about kids and stuff, and everyone was like, "Oh my god, she's scared them off." First of all, it was a fucking joke.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I think when sometimes you on telly. Don't get me wrong, obviously it's all as it is anyway, but you
Yeah.
say something and it's like, oh my god, she's obsessed, and it's like, oh fucking hell, I'm only messing, like calm down. But I think other Southerners, they don't get our sense
No.
of humour.
Well, even like when I walked into Reese's house, like I was having a laugh.
Yeah.
Like obviously it was like a bachelor pad. Like when I
Yeah.
walked in, it was lovely. But I was like, oh, can't wait to get like my face there. You know,
Yeah.
that's just like the sense of humor that I've got. Like I was
Yeah.
just having a laugh, but then I think people were like, oh my god, she'd actually do
Yeah.
that. I'm like, no. Of
The
course I
general
wouldn't.
public is so serious.
Yeah.
So serious that you're like, oh, they just take everything so like
Literal, is it literary?
literal. Yeah, they take
That-
everything literal, and
yeah.
you're like, fucking hell, am I messing? Like, like this. There was a couple of things that I said on Love Island, or like I go like, I admit, even on the show though, being in there with certain people, I'd say a
Yeah.
joke and that you'd see the face go like that, and I'd be like, oh, I'm fucking only messing.
I know, you're like, yeah, great.
I'm only, yeah, like, live a little, I'm only
Like, say you're like,
joking.
oh, I'm gonna vote her out next time. Like,
Yeah.
you're having a joke. Like, you're obviously
Yeah.
not gonna do it, but you're saying it like to
joke,
have a
yeah.
laugh, and then folk are like, oh my god, would you?
Yeah.
Oh, she's
And then
so
people obviously
bad.
don't realise a lot of editing gets done.
Yes.
Everything gets caught.
It does. It does. And that's the thing. They take like, for
The
instance,
juicy
like,
bits, yeah.
yeah. So you'll get like a story, but you're getting like 3/4 of that story.
Mm.
You're not getting the full
The
picture.
full shebang,
do you know what I
yeah.
mean? So like they only seen mine and Reese's relationship like a quarter of it.
Yeah.
And I think they pretty much showed that I was very much invested and that like Reese wasn't for
That was the same with me. We literally had the same storyline, yeah. And I'm like, little do you know that I was crying to them I used to cry to the girls and be like, nah, like this is not for me. But none of it got shown, and I was looking like a big fucking crazy Towie fan.
Well,
I was
that's
like,
the thing.
oh.
Reese was very much invested in me, like I promise you. Like, and I think everybody thinks that he wasn't, and I hope I'm not being delusional here, because that's the thing. Like, coming out of it, you don't know what's real and what's not now.
Yeah,
And I think this industry can be quite
fake anyway.
fake.
Yeah, it is.
Which
scary.
so scary.
It's scary.
So scary, and that's not me.
Yeah, no, I'm the same. As I said to you, like we were chatting earlier, and I said to you, just a little pre-warning: be friendly to everyone. Don't be friends with everyone, because I'm a bit of an open book, and I think everyone's my mate, and then like I learn in the long run, wow, you're really not. That's why like I've just not like stepped back from it, but I don't speak to a lot of people that I used to now. I'm just very much like I've still got my keep your friends close from home kind of.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
So important though.
It's so important to
important.
just make sure that you keep your friends from like home, because this is fucking scary, this industry.
Isn't it? Well,
Yeah.
I'm just starting to like figure it all out, and like I trust people so
Yeah,
much,
I do.
very quickly, to be
Yeah.
honest. And I think like I hope that like this industry doesn't kind of like not destroy me, but like hope it doesn't kind of like
It'll destroy your trust. Oh, it will destroy your trust.
Will it?
Oh my god, yeah. Like, sorry, but I'm like, sorry, I'm not really selling this, but it kind of does, because even the people that you really want to trust,
Yeah.
and then you're like, for fuck's sake, like, not you. I didn't think you'd do that. So it is hard. It's very hard, but you'll navigate it. Like, you're a
I
clever
will.
girl. You're a clever girl, and
Well,
you're
I
a
don't know,
Scot,
like,
so you're a very strong girl.
I'm very strong. I'm
Yeah.
very resilient, but I wouldn't say I'm very clever. But like, yeah, I think I've very much like got out of there, and I kind of realised like one of my friends actually is so clever. She's so
Yeah.
grounded, and she actually told me. So as soon as we left, she said that to me. She went, when Reese actually split up with me, the first thing she said was, "I knew he was going to do that."
Yeah, no, yeah.
She went, and he'll get back with her. He'll get back with his ex, and then he'll end up doing some other show. They'll get back together, and they'll make like this public announcement, and then because that's pretty much what he wanted. And it wouldn't surprise me if like they were in on it together. So obviously that did cross my mind for a little bit, but then I obviously messaged Reese's ex.
Yeah.
And I then spoke to her, and she very much said like, no, that wasn't the case.
No, well, I was with her in Dubai, weren't I?
Yeah.
She's my friend, and she was like, when she told me, she was shocked. She had no idea. And I was like, fuck off, and she was like, yeah. And like, if I got told that, I'd be like, yours would, yeah.
That's the thing, like, and I've got empathy, right? I've got
Yeah.
empathy for all girls, and
Yeah.
genuinely, like, obviously, when I went on Married at First Sight, I had
Yeah.
got zero clue.
Yeah,
who Reese's
no, of
past
course,
was, by
yeah,
the way,
yeah. She
so-
knew that anyway, yeah.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
generally met Reese, didn't have a clue. Reese actually never told me anything about his ex.
Yeah.
Never mentioned who his ex was,
Yeah.
nothing like that. Kept everything very, very private.
Yeah.
Which obviously, you know, I don't know whether that was like intentional or if he just generally just wanted me to get to know him at face value.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I had zero clue, to be honest. So
Yeah.
the only time I found out was when I phoned my sister in the experiment, because it was like Mother's Day or something, I can't remember.
Yeah.
I phoned my sister and she went, by the way, just to let you know, like, Reese has got an ex from Towie.
Oh yeah, is that how you found out?
That's how I
And then
found
did you
out.
pull him up on it?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What did he say?
And he was like, oh yeah, like, he didn't say, honestly, he treated it like it was like, not in a bad way, but like, that it was like, nothing, like
Yeah.
it's like not a big deal.
That's what
Like,
they do though, don't they? These
Yeah.
lads. When you ask them about a girl and they'll play it right down, and then you're like, lying twat.
well, now that I realise that
Yeah.
everything, yeah. So, but he very much was like, oh, like it's you know, it was like once time in my life, but like it's done now. So I very much believe that there was like when they finished the way he told me they'd finish, that was done.
Yeah.
There was no other connection. They were not in contact. It was a good year ago before he came on the show.
Yeah.
So for me, I was like, okay, well, that's fine. Like, it's not ideal.
Yeah.
Only because, like, obviously, I just wanted somebody, like, a bit not, like, just didn't have, like, that kind of,
Connection.
you know, connections and stuff.
Yeah.
Just because I didn't want to be in this kind of, like, triangle or anything like
Yeah,
that.
of course. Especially when you're brand new in the industry and all that and stuff. Yeah, no, I get that.
Yeah, and I didn't want any beef because, like, I
Yeah.
don't want any beef or anything
Yeah.
like that. So for me, it was very much like, it was a wee bit of, like, a red flag for me, slightly.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
Do you know?
Oh,
but
yeah.
it was done.
Yeah.
So he told me. So yeah, it's only really that I've came out and then kind of realised that there's been like they were very much in contact
Yeah.
before coming on. So I've got empathy
Yeah.
for a woman, and I think
Yeah.
that was my ex.
Yeah. You'd die,
I'd
wouldn't
be
you?
devastated. Like,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? Like, it's your ex going on a show and then literally like marrying me.
Yeah.
Not even me,
But, like,
just marrying
marrying someone,
anyone.
yeah.
And obviously, like, we were so intimate from day dot. Like, we
Yeah.
were very much together. We were together when we left.
I know. Because on you renewed your vows, didn't you? And
Yeah.
just carries on. And so then how long was you dating for after that?
About a month
Was you
Yeah.
going down to London and
Yeah.
stuff like that?
staying at his house. And there was one time I was in his garden and his ex started liking my photos in the garden.
Yeah. Oh, God.
I know. But, like, I just was a wee bit like, oh my God. And I showed Reiss, I went, look, what's going on? Only because I just had this feeling that, like, have you been in contact? Because, like, how would she know who I was?
Yeah.
Like, why would she be bothered? Because
Yeah.
in my eyes, he told me they haven't spoken about a year.
Yeah.
So for me, it's like, well, do you know, like, if he came to Scotland, my ex would not even bat an eyelid. Because,
Yeah.
like, we have literally been finished for, like, a
Yeah.
good 2 years now. So, like, there's no connection there. So I had this, like, kind of gut feeling that, like, something wasn't quite right.
Yeah.
Because
A woman's instinct is so right as well, isn't it? Me and my mates were speaking about this yesterday. We were like, isn't it mad? Like, even like when you've been in relationships and like a lad goes on a night out and stuff, you're waking up every hour of the night because you know
Yeah.
like they're doing something.
yeah.
And a woman's instinct, you just know.
Oh,
Even
it
when a
was so
lad
true.
when a lad switches up on you like that, and you think you've met someone else while you're chatting to me, like don't. But like the thing with lads is they won't communicate it. They'll
No.
just go weird with you. They'll pull back and retract, like whatever it is, retreat, and then they'll make it out like as if it's you, and then you think you fucker.
He did do that.
That's proper. That is narcissistic behaviour.
Yeah.
That
he did that.
When a lad does that, I think, like, when a lad shows me that they are capable of doing that, I think, wow, is that how your brain works? Is it? Yeah, you're not okay. Sorry, you're so narcissistic.
Well, literally, as soon as obviously Danny then liked my photo, me and Reiss went for a walk, but I could tell he was flustered. He was very flustered. And I was just a little bit like, I was feeling a little bit like, oh, I was like, what's going on? Because I just knew. I was like,
Yeah.
what is going on?
And you're all the way down there. It's
yeah. But no, I was like with him at that point.
Yeah.
So he took me for a walk, went round his house and went to go feed like the horses and stuff like that. And he was like, look, I'm just doing this to try and calm me down. Like, I'm never going to go back there, like all that kind of stuff. So I was like, right, okay, fine. I've just got to believe what you're telling me. But then as soon as I left, I think 2 days later or a day later or whatever, flew back to Scotland, he was cold. He was distant since that moment. So, and he would say certain things as well. Now, this is right. I'm going to say some stuff on this.
Tell me on it.
I could be so wrong, right? So we were going to book a holiday, me and Reiss, right? Now, this is where my brain goes. Now, if you girls get me, please tell me if I'm just crazy or not, right? So we were going to book a holiday.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, we're going to go to Greece. So, like, my family, like, own, like, a travel agent. So I was like, let's book it for my mum and da-da-da. So let's go. Anyways, he kept pushing back the dates. But then he was like, oh, I really fancy going to Portugal. I didn't think anything of it, right? But after we split, it's how we were filming in Portugal. At that moment, we were looking at holidays.
Yeah.
And then I was like, no, let's go to Greece. And he's like, oh, I just really want to go to Portugal.
So we just all there at the same time?
No. So, but we never booked anything. But
Yeah.
basically, his ex was in Portugal at the time.
So we wanted to go to Portugal. His ex
Yeah.
was? Yeah, that's a bit weird,
Isn't
isn't
it?
it? Yeah.
I'm so glad you said it. And then he came to Scotland 2 weeks later and he brought me back Dubai chocolate because he knew how much I loved Dubai chocolate, right? Because I kept talking about it, right? Now, this is another crazy thing I've done. So he gave me the chocolate. It was all in Dubai. Like, it was all in, like, Arabic, sorry. It was all in Arabic, right? Could not read it. And I thought, later on, like, when he left, he split up with me that weekend, right? So I was devastated. But I kept the chocolate. And then I took it round to my friend's house because we were having, like, a kind of, like, a little picky night. And I brought the chocolate with me. I was like, oh, Reiss got me this. And my friend was like, that's in Arabic. Where did he get that from? I went, I don't know. He's never been to Dubai before. I went, I think he's brought this back from Dubai. And I went, no, he told me he got it from Stansted Airport. You can't get Dubai chocolate from Stansted Airport. I've checked, 'cause I've been. Danny went to Dubai. His ex was in Dubai.
When was that?
Like, the start of the year.
Fuck off. Do you think?
So I don't know whether she's brought him back chocolates and then he's, like, reused the chocolates to bring it to me when I was in Scotland. I don't know.
Yeah.
But there's been little
Just sounds very
bits.
toxic, doesn't it?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, obviously, I don't want to get involved in their relationship, so I'm sorry that I'm bringing this up. But it's because it involves me, like the chocolate, and then like the booking the holidays and stuff. So like, there was just little things. But this has got nothing to do with Reiss's ex. This is all to do with Reiss.
Yeah. Danny's, as you said, Danny's not the problem.
She's not the problem.
No.
There's one common
And she's so
denominator.
nice as well. Like, I love Danny.
I can't wait to
But
meet
she's
her.
such a girl's girl. Like, she honestly, like, she is the biggest girl's girl ever. I'm telling you now, she would never, ever, she never gets involved in anyone's business. She's very much like, she's like, I proper love Danny, and she's a very much, it's never the girl. She'll know that. Do you know what I mean? I promise you now, she will know that, and she's so sound.
Yeah, I can't wait to meet her, to be honest. I honestly literally can't wait, because I think we've got
she's so sound, but and she'll even say to you, like, fuck him. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
she
exactly.
Is. But like, obviously, if they're still in contact, it's hard, isn't it?
I don't know. So basically, when we left, and then he obviously broke up with me, they then got back together for a little bit. So I don't think they got back together.
But they were back in contact.
They were back in contact. They were very much like together this summer. And yeah, like I still to this day don't really, like, Reiss obviously says to me like he's got no loyalties to me anymore. Like, he's single, he can do whatever he wants. And
when was the last time you spoke to him?
Probably like last week. We had like a little argument last week. Yeah. But it's nothing, like, it's just basically like, he'll never see it from my point of view. Like, I think he thinks now that I'm like out to get him. Yeah. Which is not the case.
But obviously it's hard because it's only just airing now. Even though it happened months ago, it's only just airing. So obviously there's stuff's gonna get brought up.
Yeah. And the thing is, he's done these things, and this is what I tried to tell him. I was like, you've done the actions, you've got to face the consequences of my reactions to things. Like, you blocked me all summer, went back to your ex. I kept quiet because I had to. Like,
you can't talk about it.
I couldn't say anything. So I spent the whole summer myself healing, heartbroken, to be honest, over the whole situation. And it wasn't even the fact that, like, I was heartbroken over Reiss, because, like, I do think we were very different people, but it was the whole thing. Yeah. Do you know, like, the whole, like preparing to go on MAFS for months on end, like, then thinking I was, like, actually going to meet somebody at the end of it, and then actually thinking I probably did meet somebody. Like, I know he never told me he loved me, but, like, we were very, very close. Like, everybody would be out every night at this pub. Me and Reiss wouldn't. We'd be literally sat together every night. Like, ask anybody that was on the show, and they would be like, what's Leisha and Reiss doing? We'd just be together. Chilling, watching films, like, cuddled up on the couch. Like,
it's intense. Like, it is. It's so intense. Like, as you said, when you first start dating someone, you go on dates. But, like, if you are... And it's not like love bombing, but that's kind of what happens when you love. But like when it happens intensely and it quick, you would fall. Any girl would. Yeah, exactly. So it's just common sense, and if you, especially when you're spending that much time with them, like everyone says it about like Love Island, like, oh, why are they acting like this after 2 weeks? And it's like, because it's intense in there.
It's so intense. Like, you're spending all your time with that one person, and then bear in mind, obviously, as women as well, without getting into too much of those, we were intimate every single day. And obviously, as a woman, for us, that does kind of grow you closer together as well. So
what was the clip that I seen? You were saying, like, he's not spontaneous. I was like,
it was only because, like, literally, so we were very much like not routine, but like, we would kind of just wait till the night time, because me and Reiss
it's
were
like a married couple.
Yeah,
literally,
we were like a married couple, and like, I think for me, we kind of missed that, like,
Yeah, because when you first start dating someone, it's not like that straight
No.
away, is it? It's all like fun and yeah.
yeah. And obviously, like, we were filming. So, like, most of the days we were busy. And then the only time we ever got, like, privacy was in the evenings. So, obviously,
Yeah.
of course, it was going to kind of fall into the evenings.
Yeah.
But, like, I was just, like, used to, like, when you first meet somebody, like,
You're
get
all
that-
over each other like a rash, yeah.
exactly. And we just didn't really have that. But I do think that was because we were busy.
Yeah.
Do you know, like, we were up early in the morning. I had to get ready. We were filming scenes. We'd be out all day, and then we wouldn't get back till late. So obviously, it's just kind of like we'd have a shower, and then obviously it would just kind of happen in the evening.
Yeah.
But then, like, when they were asking me, like, what to fall, like, it was love and hate week, I didn't actually hate anything else about him. I just was hating the fact that we couldn't have sex more.
It's not a bad thing to
Yeah,
raise
so
either, is it?
Yeah.
It's not something bad. You're not like moaning about him either. It's just like,
No.
I want to be, yeah.
I just wanted more. Do you know what I mean? Because I just fancied him. Like, I fancied him
Yeah.
so much at that point.
Yeah.
And, like, I just wanted him to kind of, like...
I love that at the beginning now.
Yeah,
That's the
me
best, isn't it? Like when you
too.
first start dating someone and you just think, oh yeah, you proper fancy
Yeah,
them. Yeah.
exactly.
Oh.
And then when we got out, obviously, then that kind of came a little bit. So, like, when I was, like, staying at his house, then we started doing, like, more things like that because we had privacy.
Yeah.
But I think, obviously, when you're filming, as you very well know in Love Island as well, like,
Yeah.
you don't get left alone. Like,
No.
even in our apartments, we'd be chilling, and every 2 minutes, the door would be getting knocked. Like, either, like, somebody from production or welfare or somebody just
Yeah.
checking in on you, seeing if
Yeah.
you're okay, if you need anything,
Yeah.
the briefing for the next day. You know, there's a lot, which obviously that's what you sign up for.
Mm.
But then, like, you don't get a lot of privacy.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's kind of why maybe we didn't have
Yeah.
that type of thing. But, yeah. God.
But like as you said, like so then when you started dating afterwards though, it was just like a full on couple.
Yeah. So when we got back, like, I was at his and we were just, like, cooking breakfast together. Then he would go off to the gym. I would go for a run. I'd be round at his Tesco's getting, like, bits and bobs for his mum.
Yeah.
I went round to his gran's. I met his nieces. Did loads of things. Went for a roast dinner with his mum. Like, I loved his, like, love his
I'm one of
family.
them. Me, I proper get involved with the family.
Yeah, I do.
But I love that though. Like I honestly, I think that's always the worst part of the breakup for me.
Yeah.
Breaking up with the family, because obviously then you've broke up with that person, but then it's like with the family, no, you can't. You're not just losing them. You lose everything. You lose
Yeah.
everything else as well, don't you?
Exactly.
And I'm like that. I like go like I want to go out with my in-laws, and I was the same with my ex. Yeah.
We literally went for breakfast with his gran and his
Yeah.
granddad and met all the family. So for me, I honestly did think, like,
Oh shit,
this had
this is happening.
longevity.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know, like, if I'm meeting all, like, the family and the only thing I did find a bit weird, I never met his friends.
Mm,
So I met one of his friends, obviously, on the actual wedding. So he was, like, the
man.
best man, yeah, sorry. But I never met any of his friends, which I found
Has
a
he
bit-
got any?
I don't know. I don't know whether all of his friends have got, like, wives.
I was gonna
and
say, didn't you ever meet like the mate's girlfriends or anything like that? Yeah,
No.
that is weird.
So I think, to be honest, I think maybe that's why, and I'm not going to, like, label Reiss as anything, because I still even feel like now, to this day, I don't fully know who he is, but I feel like he likes women's company. That's
Yeah.
the vibe I get. So, like, I think because obviously all of his friends are busy, I think he either spends time with his family or he spends it with a girl, and I think that's maybe why, as soon as, like, me and him finished, he went straight back to, like, comfort.
Comfy of like what he knows.
Yeah. And I think you'll very much, like, fill a void with, like, a woman. And I've said
I
that
think
to
that's
him.
what all lads are like though, aren't they? I think they can't be on their own.
No.
That's what that's the thing with me. Like I was chatting to someone, then we haven't been chatting, and now I'm not chatting to no one. Like and I'm fine with that. I'm a secure woman. I'm okay being single. I'm okay being on my own. But I think men need that little distraction.
They do?
They do.
Well, I spent all summer alone.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't message anyone. I
Yeah.
wasn't on any dating apps. I wasn't going on dates. I was actually really distraught. I just needed time alone. And it
Yeah.
wasn't just to deal with the breakup. It was just to deal with, like, having done what I've just done as well.
Yeah.
Like, it was, like, a whole load of things. It was, like,
Yeah.
kind of like a come down a little bit. Like,
Yeah.
you've kind
Yeah,
of been
it
through all
is,
this.
it is.
And
And obviously, as I've said, you filmed it ages ago. Now, all like your PR stuff starting.
Yeah.
Like now, you're gonna you'll be
Fun
getting
stuff.
Yeah. Now all the fun stuff starts, and it's right by Christmas, so you will have a laugh.
yeah. And
Like
that's a
I
lot.
loved like them months when I first come off the show, when it was like like your life's just like flipped upside down. You can enjoy yourself now, and it's so it's probably good that you've had that little time to heal. Do you know what I mean?
I actually think it was the best thing. I really do. I think, like, obviously at the time I was like, oh, I just wanted it to kind of happen. But I think looking back, I needed that time, because I think if we just came out, all of that stuff had happened, and then I was thrown straight into it, I actually think I wouldn't have dealt with it very well.
Yeah.
Do you know? I think I needed that time alone. I needed that time to heal.
Because
And
it's
then,
like, yeah, you're over it a bit now. Because imagine, like what I see, like when couples split up, it's in that you've got an announcing and all that. And I think, oh, thank God, I didn't have to do none of that. But like all the announcing, and then you're seeing them out all the time.
yeah.
So whereas now, like if you've seen them, what you're gonna be like, okay,
Oh, I'll be fine now.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'll be fine now. Like obviously we had to pretend that we were together, so we kind of got in contact. So he unblocked me before the show. I was like, oh God. I've got no animosity really against Reiss, to be honest. Like I actually don't. Like I wish him well. I think to be honest, I think he needs to heal. I actually think he needs to heal.
How old
as
is he?
well. He's 34. So
See what I mean? People always go to me, oh, you need an older man, you need an older man. They're all the same, no matter if you go older or younger. Like, they're all the same.
They're all the same.
They're like, no matter how old they are, everyone's like, you need an older man. And I'm like, why? They're just as bad.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I think, to be honest, like looking, I think he needs some time to heal, but obviously he'll not listen to me with that. I think he's
I think time on your own is so important.
so important.
So I can't just go from speaking to one boy to the next. Like,
No.
I've got to like, right, okay, that's done and over with. Like, back off. I'll be single again for a bit now. So, when did a couple that wife swapped?
Yeah.
What happened? Because that...
Crazy. So,
Yeah.
basically, obviously, Maeve was with Joe.
Yeah.
Joe never came back. So when he left, he kind of like, what you saw was like him coming back, but like he kind of just like disappeared from the show. Poor Maeve, like she's an absolute queen. She really is, and she handled herself so well. And then she obviously left. Now we were obviously in the experiment, so I don't know what was happening on the outside, but we came back for the girls' day.
Yeah.
Oh, and basically, Joe went on holiday alone, apparently. But then, basically, Joe and Julia Ruth were messaging. And then Joe was like, do you want to come out to Lanzarote? Now, this was literally 2 days after Julia Ruth had just left the show.
Oh.
But Joe had obviously left prior to that.
Yeah.
So she thought it would be a good idea to go on holiday and meet Joe. So,
And was she still married in a couple?
No, so she'd left. So they were both kind of like, the only problem is that Joe hadn't fully finished it with Maeve at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dirty dog, eh?
That's bad.
I know.
See, I ended up in jail. Me, have I
I
been on
know.
a show like that?
Well, that's the thing. And I think, like, obviously, Joe very much told Maeve that he loved her. So
Did
it was
he?
like, he totally loved on Maeve.
Oh, and then just went on holiday with another bird.
Yeah. From the show as well.
That's
so
like,
bad, isn't it?
Yeah, that is weird.
Yeah.
See, this is what I mean. If I went on MAFS, I'd end up in fucking jail.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't stand for that. But she was quite calm, weren't she, and stuff?
Yeah, well, I think, like, when she came back, and then obviously she just found out, and I think she only found out, like, not long before we were filming that scene as well. So, like, you can imagine, like, the adrenaline pumping.
Yeah,
Like, if
seeing
you
them.
get told something about somebody that you were with,
Yeah.
your heart does sink, and then
Yeah,
your
it makes you feel sick,
emotions,
yeah.
you do. And I think she came on, and then obviously Julia Ruth came in, and she came in with quite an attitude as well. Obviously, like, she has kind of apologised and stuff now, so it's all, you
but
know.
it was kind of like, yeah, this is, and what?
Yeah, and we thought, well, nah, like, that's when I changed. I went, nah, I don't respect that at all. Like, do you know, you've done what you've done, and you could at least come in being a little bit more apologetic of what you've done. Like, you've hurt somebody else's feelings.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have done it in the first place, and I think she's aware of that now.
Yeah.
But even then, to come in with that attitude of, like, do you know, like...
Just own it kind of thing, yeah.
I just thought, no, absolutely not. Like, I would never go with anybody else's in the experiment. Like, I just think...
No, you're going for your couple and your
going for
couple
my
only,
couple
yeah.
and my couple only. And do you know what? There's so many people out there. There's, like, why do you want to be, like, crossing with people that you've just done this whole crazy thing with in the experiment? And, like, even if things hadn't worked out with other people, I just think there's still that, like, unwritten rule that you just, like, respect each other as people and just think, do you know what? No. Unless I was, like, so, like, not bothered at all, and I was very much like, you crack on.
Yeah.
Different.
If you didn't care as well,
Yeah,
then I'd be
exactly.
like, oh, please take them away from me.
Yeah.
Take them off my hands.
You can have him.
Yeah.
Give it a year, and I'll be like, anybody can have him. Trust me. Like, you probably already have.
Yeah. Because I remember as well, but didn't Leah's wife like say you and Leah were flirting? That's just the scousers in us, isn't it?
Honestly, it really was, and I felt so bad for Leah because I think she was getting it so tight.
Oh my God. Like when
Yeah.
I felt so bad for her. And like, even now when I've spoken to her and stuff after it, she was like, I just don't think they just got a sense of humour. And I was like, I relate to that.
As soon as I saw Leah and we started chatting, we were both like, yeah, we're going to get on so well. Like, nothing like that. And I think because she mentioned about her type prior to me coming in, I think it was just easy to put two and two together. And because we were quite close, because we just got on very well, same sense of humour, same background, you know, all that kind of stuff. I think she, you know, like Lee took it like the wrong way. But then when me and Lee had like that kiss at the girls' day, which, by the way, I kiss all my friends on the lips. Like, I'm just a very friendly person. Yeah. I felt really bad for Leah because it was almost like double standards to be like, well, you know, I'm not happy with you. Yeah. Having like a cuddle with me.
You're like, mate, I don't swing that way.
Yeah. That's the whole point.
Yeah.
I'm not a lesbian.
Yeah.
I wish I was, but I'm not.
I've heard their relationships are like even more intense than. Yeah.
Well, I actually would love to be a lesbian because I do think men are the issue sometimes. Do you know what I mean? Majority of the time, men are the issue. But like, I just don't swing that way. Do you know what I mean? So it was just a platonic friendship. Yeah. And we just got on so well. So yeah, I just feel really bad for Leah. But I'm sure they'll sort it out. You know, like it's, a lot has happened obviously since we've got out and things like that. So
are they not on speaking terms at all?
No, I don't think they like each other at all.
Oh, fucking hell. Well, Leah's happy now, isn't she?
Exactly. She's so happy and she deserves it. And that's the thing, like, I don't think a lot of like the couples are speaking now since the show's finished. Like, I think there's been so much that's happened since like leaving.
I know, it's like you've like lived a different life. Yeah. It's literally just like,
and you get out, and then I just think sometimes like the men, they just get out of there and then they kind of like, obviously it's a women-based show. Yeah. So who watches these show? Yeah. Women, yeah. So who's going to be in all these men's DMs? Women.
Do you reckon?
Oh, 100%. Yeah, like Ashley, like I get on really well with Ashley. I love Ashley. And like he showed me some of his DMs, like they're crazy. Crazy.
Where the girls getting them up. We're like, hi, watch you on MAFS, love ya.
Exactly. And that's the thing, like I think a lot of them get out and then they kind of like maybe get like a taster of like, you know, what it could be like. And, you know, there's been a few wee bits since everybody's left.
Are you still close to anyone from the show?
Maeve, Kia, April, Abby, Leah. Yeah. Like, I'm close with everybody. Like,
it's hard, isn't it? Because everyone's from like different parts of the country and all that.
But I always try and make an effort. Yeah. Like, I'm going to go see Kia as soon as I leave here. So I'm staying with Kia tonight. So, yeah, like, I just try and make an effort with everybody because, like, I just had the time of my life. Yeah. And if I didn't walk away with a husband, I certainly walked away with, like, friendships. Yeah. And there's just, like, it's like Love Island. I don't know, obviously, if you do still speak to them or not, but, like, there's, like, that kind of, like, bond.
Yeah, you have a bond. Like, I think with me and the OGs, it was very much like that because we all went in together. Yeah. So, like, they're the people that you keep in touch with. Yeah. Mostly. Yeah. Like, I've got, like, I speak to, like, some of the girls but I've got, like, Jess, who I'm, like, me and her now are, like,
ride or die.
Like, friends where it's, like, we don't just go to events together. We like, I'll ring her and go, do you want to go for a coffee? Do you know what I mean? Yeah. They're the friendships that like you'll cling on to. Yeah, exactly. Definitely.
And that's the thing, like there will be some of the people that I'm just more friendly with than others just because of like lifestyle and do you know, like obviously like where I'm based as well. But like there's like that little bond with everybody that I just don't ever want to like let go. Especially not right now. I think especially because it's just been aired, there's so much around like maybe in like a year's time when everybody's kind of moved on with their lives totally different. But I think right now, I just want to cling on to the people that I do trust within this industry. And like, they are like...
Keep them close to you. Yeah. Because it's fucking scary. So, leading on to dating, what's it been like for you lately? Are you on any dating apps?
Raya.
Oh, yeah? Yeah. I've never been on a dating app in my life. You know?
Have you not?
No, never. Never been on a dating app.
So how do you meet guys?
I fucking don't. I just don't meet anyone.
Some of your DMs, maybe.
Yeah, a couple. Yeah. Anyway.
We'll not get into that.
So, anything juicy on Maya? Is there anyone juicy?
I mean, I've spoken to a few people, but for instance, there was a guy that I was speaking to who was like lovely. So he was a bit older, like 38. I like them old. I like them old. I like the older guys, right?
Cottonleys.
I like them a bit older. So the guy had like settled down. He's got 4 kids. He's just sold his like tech company and stuff. So we were like chatting away. Like literally has got his shit together. Like 5% of these men, like literally top tier men.
So you thought, oh, yeah.
Yeah, we were just chatting away. And then we took it to Instagram. And then when he found out, obviously, that I had been on a reality TV show, he pretty much was like, told me like that night, he was like, oh, I don't know, like, I just don't think this is going to align with me. Like, I've got kids and I do very well for myself. And like, I just don't really want like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. I was like, well, look, I can't change my past, but like, we'll just chat in the morning. So anyway, we left it there. And then it woke up in the morning, messaged him saying like, oh, good morning. Do you know, like the morning message?
Yeah.
And then he messaged saying like, I just don't think we're gonna align.
See, that is literally just confirmed then what me and Lana Jenkins were saying last week. It's fucking it must be icky for like not icky, but I think like a lad is like they put you in like a little bracket then, don't they? But it's like you don't know me.
I think what it is it like the guys that go on these shows, some of them, do you know, I think like it's a very specific type of guy that will go on these shows, and then I think the guys that are say like quite successful in life and that have got their shit together,
they're gonna
they don't really want like press, or they don't want
That's
their full life being plastered. Like they live
100%.
quite a quiet life.
Yeah.
Do you know, they're very content, they're very happy, and they're very successful in what they've got, and they want a woman that, you know, equates to that, but like a quiet life.
See, I was saying the other day, I was having a proper breakdown the other day, and I was like, do you know, because I was saying, I think when we were talking about like the Love Island thing, and I was saying, I said to my mum, I was like, do you know, if I genuinely met someone though that I really loved, I would back off a little bit. I would. My managements are like, you know, you fucking won't. But like, but no, but what I mean in the sense of like, not like back. I'd never like not do what is it was a job.
Yeah.
But I get it. I would kind of maybe like pull back a little bit. If he said to me, look, do you know what? Know what I'd say? Match me fucking wage then.
Exactly. Yeah, that's
if you can match me wage, I'll stop doing it.
We are just doing what we are getting. Like,
it's my job now. It's me here. Do you know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
That's what at the end of the day they've got to understand. But I do think if I met someone and they didn't really like the fact that it was like you're all out in the open and stuff like that, I probably would. I would full of.
I think most people would though.
Yeah.
Like, even like say like roles were reversed as well. Like say a guy had done that and
some girls say to me like, oh, I wouldn't. I'd never. They should understand and all that. And I'm like, yeah, fairs. They should. But at the same time, if you really love someone, it does. And if you really love someone and you think, no, this is going to go somewhere and this could go the extra mile, then I would. Because at the end of the day,
most people that I've met on like shows, whether it's like reality TV or dating shows or whatever, like it does come with its like drama. Yeah. So like say for instance, you've got like a reality TV couple that are like on the TV together, like they're gonna try and create drama. So like at the end of the day, if a guy wants a peaceful, quiet life, you don't go on a TV show for that, do you?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, true.
Do you know what I mean? Or like you don't try and make like a public kind of relationship. You would keep that private because it is then gonna, like even like footballers or whoever that are like celebrities or like famous film stars, like a lot of them like
the quiet.
They like a quiet life because they know if they go to some sort of event and they put their arm around some woman that's just meant to be.
It. Yeah, you're dating. Yeah, you're dating, and when you're not.
Exactly.
I know.
So realistically, they just want a like top like men that are like very successful and very happy in their lives.
Oh, yeah,
they
and
don't want that.
Yeah, and I get that's what I mean. I get it.
I get it.
But if I did meet someone that was like that or wasn't, and they said like, look, I don't like it, but I like if they would said to me like, look, I really like you, but I don't like it, I'd be like, okay, well, if like kind of if this is gonna go somewhere, like, I probably would retract.
Yeah, I would as well because I'm a hopeless romantic.
I am. I'd be like, if you want to take me seriously, then I would. Like, do you know what? I get it. Like, I went on 5 Ibiza trips on 5 different brands last year. If I wouldn't be doing that if I had a boyfriend. Yeah. I wouldn't. As much as it's work, there would be a line that needed to be drawn. Do you know what I mean?
You'd be selective.
Yeah, I'd be a bit more selective and stuff.
You wouldn't just go to like all these party places because at the end of the day, as much as it's work, you do still get to, You
Yeah,
know.
I was still going out when I was Came me work, done for the day, I'm going to Calvin Harris, see you later.
Exactly. And
But-
you are surrounded in, like, you know, you've got temptation everywhere and things like that. And don't get me wrong, like, it's up to you whether that's what you want to do. But, like, you are kind of more exposed to, like, that kind of thing. And I think if you did meet somebody and they were very much like, I'm really serious with you, like, I want to start a family, like, I want this kind of life.
Yeah.
Everybody just
You
wants...
would, I'd be like, okay, Sam then.
Yeah.
Let's have a baby.
Let's go. Let's pop 5 of them. Right
Everyone
now.
will call us a pair of cranks for that now.
They are, I know.
We're only
I know.
joking.
We're
No,
joking, kiddos.
yeah.
Got some self-worth now.
But I just think you would, because I think it's very rare to even meet anyone nowadays.
Yeah.
It's so hard. It's hard.
It is hard. And, like, obviously I've had a few people, like, sort of, like, slide in the DMs. But, like, now I don't know people's intentions now.
Yeah. I don't
So-
trust anyone, mate.
No.
Especially boys. I really don't. I've got, like, the biggest wall up now where I'm like,
Yeah.
I can't trust them.
I trust people, but I just don't trust boys, you know.
Yeah, I'd like, because you just don't know what their intentions are. I know the girl, right, that made her lads wait 6 months, right? 6 months. 6 months, I'm in love. She made him wait 6 months, and
then he
as soon as
ghosted
he
her.
slept with her, fucked her off. 6 months. How?
That's half the year.
That's half a year. I'm in love at 6 months. Do you know what I mean? That's
That is
devastating.
crazy.
That's devastating. How can you string someone along for 6 months and then as soon as you sleep with them, fuck them up? Like, that's horrible.
That is horrible.
That's horrible. Imagine that, the way that poor girl felt. She's give you 6 months of her life.
I also think nowadays, and this is what I was saying, like, the other day, like, to my friend, I do think, so back in the day, right, before social media, before everybody was on their phones and dating apps, right, I use this as, like, a sort of, like, euphemism. Like, you'd go to a sweet shop years ago, back in the day. You'd go to a sweet shop, you'd have 5 sweets,
Yeah.
right? Your mum would say, pick 1 sweet.
Mm.
So back in the day, you'd have 5 sweets, you'd pick 1, right? You would leave that sweet shop quite content that you've picked the best sweet from those
Yes.
5 sweets that you got the options for, right?
Now,
Nowadays,
there's options.
there's 100
100
sweets. And then your mum says you pick that 1 sweet,
Yeah.
right? But you've got 100 to choose from.
Yeah.
You're never going to leave that sweet shop feeling
Fulfilled.
satisfied.
Yes.
Because you're thinking, fuck, I had, oh
Yeah.
my God, I've got 1, and then you've picked 1, and
Yeah.
you're thinking, oh my God, but I had like 99 other people, you know. That's the difference nowadays.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And I
there's
think
too much option.
too many options.
Too
now.
many options, especially with social media, because
Yeah.
a lad's only, like, you've only got to have an argument with your partner, and what do? They take
Like
it to
something?
Instagram and they like something, or they do. Oh, and it's so childish.
So childish. Like I said,
It's
that
so
was one of the
pathetic.
rules that me and Reiss actually had in the experiment as well. So I said to him, like, do not like anybody's Instagram pictures, like another girl's, unless it's like your friends and things like that. Vice versa, by the way. But I
Yeah.
would never do that anyways. Like I don't tend to like.
I don't like boys' pictures,
Yeah,
no.
we don't tend to like guys' photos unless I'm chatting to them.
Yeah.
That's how I know if a girl is liking some guy. I'm
Yeah.
like, we know. It's
Yeah.
because you're in some sort of connection there. Because like,
Yeah.
I do not like guys' photos unless like
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
that kind of thing. And that's what I said to him. And I was like, you know, that's just like a boundary of mine. Because I just think that is like the start of something. Like as soon as like if I see like a guy like in my photo, especially if he's got like a missus.
So embarrassing. Oh,
Yeah.
I look at it and I think, oh my God, I feel so sorry for your bird.
So do I.
Yeah.
I literally look at it and go, I'm sure he's got.
Yeah, that's the first. Haven't you got a bird? Like,
Yeah.
and you just think, but do you know what? I just think when it's more embarrassing for us because I just
Yeah.
think little. Like I've had it when, like I've obviously every girl's had it done to them, and I just think, oh my God, that girl's looking now, thinking, look at look at his birds, and it's so embarrassing. It's
isn't it?
embarrassing, but they just don't get it. Why do you want to embarrass your bird?
But I
online.
I do think they get it. They do get it.
Mm-hmm.
They just like choose to like it anyways.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean? Like I think they all know now. Surely.
They've got to, like,
Yeah.
because imagine if we were doing that to them, they'd be fucking murder.
Yeah. Like I said that to even Reiss. I was like, yeah. And to be honest, he said like, oh, I get that, but he still did it anyway.
Well, typical man.
Whilst we were in the experiment.
Was
So yeah, you literally get your phone back for like 2 minutes, literally 2 minutes in front of welfare. And then my friend was like, by the way, like Reiss is liking this girl's stuff, like obviously because she follows her and she was like a Scottish like influencer or whatever. And he was like, yeah, like Reiss is liking it. I was like, we were in the experiment. we were in the experiment. So as soon as he got his phone back, that's like one of the things he did. I'm like, well, that's just thirsty work.
Didn't want to ring his mum. Wants to like girls' pictures.
Yeah.
That's sad. That's
Isn't
really,
it? Really
that's
sad. I thought, do you know what? You might not like me that much, but at least just like
rein it in a little bit. Yeah. Try
But-
to add it a little bit at least. Yeah.
Exactly. But then it's kind of like a wee bit sad because I think going on these shows or being on one of the shows, to be honest, and then like it just kind of reiterates to me like that all men are the same,
Yeah.
or like most men are like very similar to that, and it's just where are the men that just aren't like that?
They're taken. There's none on the shelf. They're fucking taken. I was like,
There
I'm off.
must be.
I honestly now I'm thinking about like who?
Yeah, I'm thinking that as well.
Who?
And like even like the ones that are like, and there will be ones to be honest watching this going like, no, I am like that. I am like
Yeah.
that. But I think like they're like the small. I wouldn't say it's a small, but like those types of men are in this category, and I think they're kind of ruining it for then the men that are actually quite decent, because I think because we always have like this like story or like this kind of like bad experience, we then get put off. And there must be some nice people out there. There's got to be.
Yeah.
Gotta have faith.
I know. That's
Do
a
you know
nice.
what I
That's a
mean?
nice outlook on it. I'm just like nah.
You're like, nah.
I'm just like, nah,
there's
but don't
got
say-
to be.
I know there probably is, but they just it's weird. It's weird you find them, but like I think you're never gonna find anyone the places that we probably go.
True.
You just start going to like libraries.
Yeah, I think so. Or just like going to like nice hotels and sitting having coffees, taking
Yeah.
a laptop, even though I'm not doing anything on the laptop. I'm just like doing like, like drawing something nice or colouring in, just anything. Just
Yeah.
sit there and just go drinking my coffee and just seeing
Yeah.
who's about. But because I do think those types of men that are like they do very much keep themselves to themselves.
Yeah.
That's
They're not on Instagram popping in your DMs, are they?
Yeah,
I know.
like in your.
But then it's
phone.
like, well, where'd you meet them then? Because if you don't
Gym?
go on.
Or actually, no, scrap that, because I think a lot of them go to the gym as well. I think, I don't know. I don't know where we're going to meet these types of men. I've got zero clue. I think work, going to like...
I work for myself though as a man. Do you know what I mean? Bump into someone filming an ad.
Have you found it different, like dating pre-Love Island to like
I was
after Love Island?
in a long-term relationship before Love Island.
were you?
Yeah, so
Look at that.
I've kind of like come off the show and then been like single. And God, I just don't date.
And do you think a lot of them kind of just like DM you or like speak to you because you were on Love Island?
I don't know. I think. Do you know what I think it is with lads? It's like they like the idea of me maybe, and then once they get me and I start like actually like chatting back and not blanking them, and I'm a bit like open to speaking to them. They just, I don't know. Maybe they think.
Do you think it's like a trophy thing, isn't it?
Maybe.
Like they go, oh, like this is my bird, isn't it? Like look how gorgeous she is.
No, 'cause
but
it
then
never
like
gets to
when
that
they
point.
actually get to know you, because obviously you're exactly like me. I feel like that's very similar like scenarios that I've had where like they look at me and go, oh, like she's a good looking girl, like
Yeah.
do you know, like whatever, like she's. But then as soon as I actually speak,
Yes. Same. As soon as we
like,
speak.
open my mouth, you know what I mean? And I actually show them my personality.
Yeah, then a bit
um,
like, oh fuck.
They run off an absolute mile. Like,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
probably.
I think, yeah, like.
I think that's what it is for me, you know. I think they get to know me and they're a bit like, oh, actually, she's a bit damaged.
Yeah, like they like the thought of it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then as soon as they get to know you, but then I'm like, yeah, they're just like, oh no, it's too much.
Yeah.
And I don't know if these men just want us to like sit there and just like not say anything and just like.
That's what they like. That's what lads like, though. Lads like quiet girls that like don't. Lads like that. Me and my mates always say it, and
Really?
yeah, they like it. They like quiet
Oh.
girls that I'm gonna say nothing back. That never be me.
That'll never be me either. That is
I'm
never
no.
me.
I'm just like no. Like I think they like girls that turn a blind eye. That's what they like.
Yes.
That would never be me.
No.
No, like even or like just like let things slide, and I can't turn a blind eye.
No. I'm very emotional though. So I'm very reactive. So say
Yeah,
like
same.
something like even like when I was like in the experiment or whatever, whoever I've been with, I don't care who you are. If something happens that you've done something that creates like an emotion inside of me, I will tell you.
Yeah,
Like I
same.
will be like, I don't like that.
Yeah, but I think that's where we come from. That
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? I actually do.
Yeah. It's just
We're just outspoken.
Exactly.
It's all, yeah.
I can't just sit there with it and let it fester. Like, I have to say it. But then once I've said it, and once it's been aired,
Yeah.
I will leave it. Like, I'm not somebody that will hold on to a grudge for
It's
ages
just all
and
about
ages and ages.
You've got to communicate.
Yeah.
Communication is key to a long-lasting relationship, I think.
Isn't it?
Yeah, it's just like having that that hurt me, that upset me. Okay, I won't do it again. Okay, fine. But if you continue to do it, then that's just like it's just disrespectful.
Yeah. And I do believe that, like, you can give people, like, numerous of chances. Like, I'm not somebody that'll very much
Oh,
be
yeah,
like, first thing, oof, like, go. Like, I'm very, like I'm understanding, and I'll be like, okay, I get where you're coming from. Like,
Yeah.
why did you do it? I try and understand the reason behind everything rather
Yeah.
than just, like, target them, because I don't think anything is just black and white.
Yeah.
Like, I think if somebody's done something, I think there's a reason behind it, and I want to understand why. So then, you know, we can try and, like, move forward with it, and then hopefully it won't happen again. But, like
I just don't get why they lie. Like, why are you lying? Stop lying.
Yes.
I know you're lying.
And you've got proof.
Yeah.
Like, I've got proof.
Yeah.
And they still lie.
Stop lying. Like,
Yeah.
that infuriates me. If I get lied to, that's when I'm like, nah.
Yeah, the line
Stop fucking
is,
lying.
The line is bad.
But what's next? What are you doing now? Would you ever like move or anything?
100%, yeah.
Where would you like to live?
London.
Do you? Oh, I had that phase though of being like, I
Did
want to
you?
move to London, and now I'm like, fuck that.
Really?
Yeah.
Either London or Manchester.
Well, I'm moving to Manchester.
Yeah, you're saying.
I know.
Nice to you there, gal.
I know. I can't wait. I think it's just nice to branch out and.
Yeah.
But you will. I think you'd suit Manchester.
Yeah, I think so. I think, like, Northern's more like my vibe.
It is.
I just like just normal. I don't know.
Normal people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just, like, honest. What you
Yeah.
see is what you
Real.
get. I don't like any hidden agendas, and I think this is the one thing I like really struggle with everything. Like, I don't like people that have hidden agendas.
No.
Do you know what I mean? Like, if you like me, like me. If you don't, I'm fine with that as well.
Sounds. Yeah.
Yeah, don't, like, use me. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, don't, like,
Yeah.
use me so you can get, like, your little, because obviously, like, do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, I've had, like, a lot of messages from, like, other people, and I think,
Yeah. Yeah. So what are your plans next then? Like, what do you want to do?
I don't know. Like, maybe I might do more TV. Like,
Would you stay in TV? See, I wouldn't do TV again. I don't think.
I don't know. Like, I'm in two minds. I think right now, because I'm just.
You know what you should do? Celebs Go Dating.
I'd love to do that.
I think you'd be funny on that.
Yeah. I think I'd fall in love with the first person. I'd be like, I love you. Okay, well, no more dates now.
Doesn't Paul do both of them?
He does.
Yeah. I'd love to meet Paul. He seems
Oh,
really.
he
I had
gave
an
me-
interview for Celebs Go Dating last year.
Did you?
Yeah, didn't get it obviously, but I think I'd have hated that because
Honestly.
I'm a bad dater. Me, I don't like dates.
See, I'm the worst dater because I'm chaotic.
Yeah,
I get
I get
fucked.
dead nervous. Do you? Do you like drink with nerves?
I wouldn't say I'm nervous. I'm not a nervous person. I never get nervous. I know that sounds really bad again.
Yeah,
on my
see, I
behalf,
shit
right?
myself.
But, like, literally, I could be in front of the Queen and I'll treat the Queen exactly the same as what I treat, like,
Yeah,
anybody else on the street. Genuinely,
Yeah.
like, I just don't get nervous. But I tend to just get messy.
yeah. So you'll drink your nerves, like, yeah, to make you feel. See, I'm such a bad date. Like,
Are
yeah, I get dead nervous. I don't want to go. I have to proper like big myself up to go. Yeah.
Oh no.
If I've never met you before, and then I kind of know you a little bit, then it's fine. But if I've never met you before, I'm like, ooh.
See, I think I go more crazy. Like, I'm like the opposite. Like, I'll give you the craziest side of me at the very, very beginning. And then if you can't handle that, then that's fine. And then throughout, I'll get more chilled. Because
Yeah.
I'm like, if you can't handle me, if you don't let me
Yeah.
there, then no, that's it. Do you know
That's
what I mean?
actually a good way to like think about
That's
it,
what I
though,
get.
isn't it? Yeah.
Like, crazy straight off the bat. And if they're still stay, I'm like, you're a keeper. You get to see my good side now.
That's like, you know, like the way people say they're like nonchalant people. I don't.
Oh no, nonchalance are like it's my biggest fear.
Yeah, like the way people are like, oh, I like I said, quiet, man, mysterious. I'm like, no, I like the
Tell me what you want.
the tit of the group. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. But also, I'm like, I like to read somebody, and I think that's
Yeah.
like one thing. Like, I don't like it is when I meet somebody and I'm like, I just don't understand. Like, who are you? What do
Yeah.
you want? Like,
Yeah.
do you know? I like it when they're very like upfront and just like what you see is what you get.
Yeah.
Because then at least I feel more comfortable. But again, like, it's not all about me. Like, if that's just who they are, that's who they are. But
Yeah.
nonchalant is no for me.
No, it's not.
Tell me you want me.
Yeah. And just be funny. I like
Yeah,
funny. I'm like a
I
big
love
funny person.
funny gets funny, doesn't it?
Funny.
It does though.
I realised when you said that. I was like, what?
You're like, yes, it does. It does.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I reckon someone will snatch you up soon anyway.
You reckon?
Yeah. You won't be single for long.
I hope so. Hopefully somebody nice.
Yeah. That's what you
See.
need. You need someone nice, someone really grounded,
Yeah.
someone not arrogant, because I
Yeah.
think you wouldn't suit that.
No, I don't think I would. No, they would hate me as well, to be
Yeah.
honest, because I'm a nightmare.
Yeah, well,
But when somebody like looks at me and goes, "Do you know what? She's crazy, but like that's my crazy.
Yeah.
Like, she's my girl."
yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
So you need, I think they need to be a little bit crazy for you then.
Yeah. They just need to be like completely and utterly obsessed with me and just like love me, and then I can just like be a little rascal.
But like, as you said though, but you're this. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. And I like that. Do you know what I mean?
I love that. Well, I'm excited to see. So, Leisha, thank you so much for coming on. Am I your first podcast?
You are.
Slay! And
Slay.
I can't wait to see what comes next for you. I'm really excited.
Thank you so much.
And I will see you next week.